You're wondering whether or not you should get a AC unit for your garage. Well, my answer is a definitive, absolutely, positively, 100% maybe. Let me explain. Hi, welcome to Realistic Renovations and Refinishing. I'm Sean, and right now we're kind of at a home stretch for the garage. We have a few minor things to do, but basically this will be one of the last videos before the whole reveal of the entire garage, so stay tuned for that. Now, to explain my answer for maybe, you have to think of it as, it depends on how much work you actually want to do to your garage to make a unit like this actually functional. Now, to give you some numbers, temperature-wise, when we had this garage uninsulated, the door not insulated as it is now, during the summertime it was about 110 to 120 degrees inside the garage. And the reason for that is this is the west facing side of the house, so all the sun comes in this door. So with it as little insulation it had before, it would just heat up this entire garage. Also, you have the front of the house that basically heated up the whole attic and everything like that, and being uninsulated, it just baked the inside of the garage. So a garage like that, this would have no use for. It wouldn't do much good. It might do a little bit, but not much at all. Now, we did insulate the walls with R13 and R19 for the ceiling, and I'll link that in the description below. Also, we had this before we did the garage, so to give you some numbers, after the installation is set up, it was right around 90 degrees, right around that, give or take a couple degrees. Hi, Kaylee. She likes it out here, by the way. She loves it out here now. So anyways, with those numbers, it was actually comfortable to a point. If you spent a lot of time out here, it'd be really, you'd start sweating and it'd be really bad. So we got the AC unit and we ended up just turning it on, getting it ready, getting it working, and it got the garage down to 81 to 84, 85 degrees. Basically 81 to 85. So it dropped it anywhere from 10 to 5 degrees, 5 to 10 degrees. So we wanted to do something a little bit more with the garage, see if it would help. So we ended up doing this right here. Is basically, I'll show in the later part of this video what we did and why we did this portion. So when we got to do this portion, the garage door, the insulation and stuff on the garage door, it is double layered, so you have a different insulation underneath the white. The white's basically cosmetic, but it does have an R value to it, and it will be stated in the video later on. Now, when we got this done and this running, it went from about, or when we have this off, inside the garage, it's about 81 degrees. And that's the middle of the day, like it is right now. It's about 3 o'clock. It is very comfortable in here. Now, again, we wanted to make it a little bit better. We wanted to be able to leave the door open for the dogs to come in and out. We didn't want to have to open and close the door every time we came out, because again, we wanted this to be a functional part of our home. So with this on, and all the installation work we did, we usually get this room colder than the house. So we keep the house at 76 degrees. Now, we usually keep this at 75, and it will get down to 75 degrees during the middle of the day. It's very nice in here. So my answer is, if you want to AC your garage, plan on doing a lot of work. If your garage is non-insulated, like I said before, non-insulated, your door's not insulated, this isn't gonna do anything. It's not even gonna, it's gonna cool you down if you're standing right in front of it, and that is about it. It will not cool down your garage. With all the hard work with insulation for the walls, ceiling, and door, absolutely. And do note, I live in southern Florida, where it literally is about 100, anywhere from 95 to 100 degrees during the summertime. This is the hottest part of the year, August and September, and it basically keeps it fairly nice. Now, granted, in the wintertime, the 3 days of winter we have, this probably won't be on, but at least we have it. Anyways, I hope that gives you some information. Again, this does no good unless you're willing to do the work before you install this. So, probably one of the nicest things I bought to actually make the house comfortable, or the garage comfortable. So, hope you enjoy it. And we'll go ahead and clip to doing the door, how we did it, and why we picked the installation we have on here. I'll see you after that. We have this right here, which is pretty dense. I don't know all the things about it. I have been doing some research. Again, this isn't a how-to video. It's just basically to tell you what I've gone through and things that work for me and things that don't. So I don't want this per se looking out, so I did end up buying this. Now this does have the silver back facing on the other side, so kind of dual purpose. That's really stiff. This is really flexible. So again, we did some research. That right there is was it R value of 5? Actually, it's written right there, R value of 5. And this is an R value of, I believe, 3.9. Now, if it adds correctly, I'm not worried about it. I know, again, that this has the silver facing to radiate the heat back out. That's what I put in the front part of my garage, up on the ceiling. Seems to have helped a little bit. Whatever can help on this wall right here actually will be wonderful. And I get rid of the nicotine yellow panels. That looks much better in my garage than the old smoker look. So we'll time lapse through basically a lot of this stuff, and at the end we'll kind of give you the rundown of how it feels compared to what it felt yesterday. We'll see. So see you then. Okay, so the garage door is insulated. Both handles are on. The one that goes underneath, and then white foam board we put on. So to give you an idea of what we came from and what we went to, this right here is what we had in there. Basically, it's just a 1/2-inch piece of foam. This right here does nothing other than decorate, decorative texture, whatever. It used to be white, but again, the guy used to smoke in here considerably, so this is basically just all nicotine stained. We didn't want to deal with that. And these right here are the two products I used. So this right here is a 3/4 inch R Max Plus. As you can tell, I have it written down here, and a R5. So this right here is what I use first because it is such a high R value. And this right here is a 3/4 inch expanded polystyrene foam board. It has an R value of R.89. So the reason I used these two instead of just this one, or use a larger version of this one or a larger version of this one, I wanted something with higher R value, but I also wanted the white on the outside. So we ended up putting this against the metal on the garage door, and then we used this on the interior. That's why you see all the white, or else you would see all this stuff on there, and I didn't want that. I wanted a nice clean look, and I think it turned out great. The only thing I really have an issue with, which is nothing big, I can get some white tape or whatever like that, is basically they put these, the tags, instead of on top of the plastic, they put it underneath the plastic. So there's no way to get them out unless I cut the plastic out, which means I expose this, which means all those little tiny balls like this come out. So I hope you liked the video. I hope it's informative. And I hope you continue to join us with what's left of this garage and other parts of the house. Other parts of the house will be just as well done and thought through of what we need as we did in the garage. Probably more so because we're learning some things for the garage that we are going to do in the rest of the house. So I hope you join us. Again, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video with other people if they want to know, and see you in the next video.